Hey guys, I'm Pearl Banks, and you're watching.
Panbowl Lake Dam, which is basically along Kentucky 15 in Jackson. Crews are trying to fix a leak before it gets any worse. WYMT's Emily Bennett has been at the scene all afternoon and joins us live with the very latest. Emily?
Steve, here behind me is the Panbowl Lake Dam. Now, this dam, Kentucky 15 runs over it. Now, what happened here today is a slide created a leak. So the North Fork of the Kentucky River started to trickle into the area here in front of Jackson Dam. Now, the North Fork of the Kentucky River is just over on the other side of Kentucky 15. Now, out of precaution, Lakeside Estates and Brewer Trailer Court were evacuated along with other people who lived close to the lake, as well as the hospital and nursing home.
What was going on in the footage you just seen is we got a little local lake here. Most of you probably seen me fishing at Panbowl Lake. It's a little 90-acre lake, old riverbed that's been dammed up, road run through it. We just had a massive flood, and I just put an episode out right before this of all that damage. What's going on is the lake has got so much water in it from that flood now that it's beginning to cause problems. We want to erode where the road runs through. So the problem with that is if that busts out, all that water is going to flood and everything downstream of it is going to be in its path. It's really going to cause some chaos. Guys, we just can't seem to catch a break here in my little community. If you would, please pray for everybody involved. There's been so many homes lost. It's unreal. Things have been evacuated. As you can see behind me, this is local. It's all flooded, been evacuated. Hospital's just on the other side of the canal. It's about to flood. It's a really unreal situation, guys. Please just keep us in your thoughts and your prayers, and I'll cover as much of it as I can. But right now, let's leave it to the professionals and try not to get in the way, and hopefully they can figure something out. So here's what we got going on. This will be Highway 15. Trouble location is going to be directly there.
In total, about 1,000 people were evacuated this afternoon. Kentucky State Police, Fish and Wildlife, the Army National Guard, along with local fire and police crews, are all on scene helping transportation officials fix the leak. Now, dam safety supervisors say they do not think the dam will break, but
so let's take a look at it on this map here. It's a little better detail. So there were the pencils at. You got Highway 15. Here would be your problem area. This would be your drain, where you saw me fishing in the video. Now remember, all the overflow from this lake is supposed to fall down in this drain, go under 15, through this cutoff hole over here, and eventually run into the North Fork Kentucky River and downstream. What's happening is you got Kentucky River slap full of water, so it's all backing up. Then you got this big bend here, and in that bend, what's happening is, just imagine a tank with a pipe running out of it. If you fill that tank up to that point, eventually it's going to run out of that pipe. So here's what's happening. All that overflow is pushing back up through the cutoff, which is slap full of water, back up through the drain and into the lake, which is just like a big bowl laying in there. Big bowl. Just say you take a bowl and fill it full of water, no different. Plus you got all this water from up here off of the mountain at Panbowl, which is running into the lake still. So all that's still coming into the lake, filling up even more. So now you got the problem area. Remember the big bend in the river. So what's happening is this is pushing against the land there that's acting as a dam. Remember, Highway 15 acts as a dam for it. And then you got all this water that's pushing up and down and pushing this way into the dam, which is just eating away at the land there. So that's what you see in the pictures. Just eating away at it. But until this water up here quits flowing and the North Fork starts dropping, there ain't much we can do here.
but they will continue to monitor it. Transportation workers did put sandbags across the area to help stop the leak.
This is to temporarily try to put some back pressure on that water that's coming through. And as the North Fork recedes and goes down, we're thinking that water coming under the road is going to continue to diminish, the amounts of water coming under the road. So hopefully we'll have people here late into the afternoon monitoring that. So hopefully this will sort of take care of itself.
as of right now, Kentucky 15 is open. They never actually close it. Now, one lane is blocked off, but that traffic is traveling through the center lane. Now, transportation officials did tell me they do not plan to close Kentucky 15, but that may change if they feel like the road becomes unsafe. Now,
so the way history reads is to limit flooding, the Kentucky River was redirected in 1963 by the way of a small cut-through through the mountain, and its former channel, the river meander, was left behind as Panbowl Lake. So to limit flooding. So, by this topo map, you could see the way the river used to run. Just like that and out. So, the river used to do this number. But what we did as human beings was come in here and build Highway 15 and dam all this off from the remainder, creating Panbowl Lake. But what they didn't expect is exactly what happened. And that is the Kentucky River now, which runs there and has this big bend in it, got slap full of water. So what we got when we built 15, we put a drain in here and a drain in here, that when this water got up, it would drop through this drain, run under 15, down through this cut through, out this drain, and into the Kentucky River. But right now, the Kentucky River is slap full of water. And I mean heavy water. So what's happening is when you got this big bend in the river, here's our trouble area right here. So you got this big bend in the river, this water's rushing down through here, and before it can go on this direction, it is pressing directly into there, which is eroding the earth in that area. So that's one problem. Second problem is this: where the Kentucky River's full, it's acting just like as if you took a tank and that had a pipe coming out of the top of it. If you fill that tank full of water up to that pipe, it's eventually going to come out that pipe. So here's what we got. The Kentucky River slap full, so it's going back through this drain, up through the cut through, and pushing under 15, back up through the drain in this area, and filling all this low lying, what used to be a riverbed, full of water. That's the second problem. What you also got is a third problem, which I don't think nobody's thinking of. And that is that we still got, this is all slap full of water now, as much as it can hold, which is pressing here, eroding that bank on this side and this side because of the river which is fast moving, always moving water. So it's moving dirt. Now here's your third problem, what nobody's thinking of. As you can see on this topo map, this is all high area up in here. All the way around this, what used to be a riverbed, is mountains. So you got all this water that's running off of these mountains. You know where it's ending up? Right in here. Straight in the lake. So that's another problem we face. Here's the big problem though. We got, this is slap full, so current's pushing this way, which is eroding all that area in there at the trouble spot. And then you've got the Kentucky River over here slap full, eroding all this area, especially where that big bend is in that river. It's going to keep moving dirt, keep moving dirt. Now hopefully we've got the problem fixed, but who knows, it's going to keep in the future. It's going to keep doing what it's doing now. I don't know, I know they had to build a road through, and that helped a lot, but back in the day, I don't know what they was thinking with all this low iron area right in here coming off them mountains. You could have foreseen this coming. But here's the big problem with everything. It's all the big nice homes, and we've got a school over in here. You got a lot of stuff down in here, homes, trailer parks in here. You got schools over in this area, hospital, nursing homes, as you've seen in the videos. I mean, it's all in that area. And the highest homes in the land for its dollar value, a lot of them is in this area right here, Lakeside Estates. That's where, you know, people want to be. And they're all in trouble right now. We got another trailer court down in this area. I mean, a motel or a hotel in here. Restaurants, the water plant over in here. Restaurants over in here. Trailer courts down in here. And if this thing busts through, everything in here is in jeopardy. But I didn't live back in, and it may be a lot better now. But to say that all this was done to prevent flooding, it's kind of ironic at the moment when what we're dealing with is a major flooding of all that area. Hey, y'all, please keep us in your thoughts and your prayers. Everybody that's hurting in eastern Kentucky, we really appreciate you watching. Thank you for the support. That's all we got for today. We gone.